You're watching Fox 40.
In the past couple of weeks, more than 15,000 mostly Haitian migrants converged on the border bridge of Del Rio, Texas. This morning it is empty. More than 12,000 people have been allowed to enter the country temporarily. Immigration attorney Andres Mejer joins us live from New York to talk about what's next in this case. Andre, thanks so much for joining us.
Good morning on this chilly morning.
Yeah, so let's talk about the numbers here are pretty significant. I think that a lot of people have been pushing to find out the latest. We know 12,000 have entered the country, but we also know how many have left.
About 4,000. So the Department of Homeland Security Secretary Mayorkas announced yesterday that 4,000 had been expelled under Title 42. That's the Trump policy that allowed Customs and Border Patrol to expel people without the ability to apply for asylum. So 4,000 were sent back to Haiti. About 8,000 voluntarily chose to return to Mexico, meaning that's where they were before they came to the United States.
So let's also talk about what happens to the 12,000 or so that stay. They basically have been served with an order to appear in court later.
That's correct. So they were served what's called a notice to appear. That's the document that the court files, that the government files with the individual, the immigrant, as well with the court, and it indicates what is the basis why the government is going to deport them. So not in these cases, but you might find crimes, you might find prior orders of removal.
Right.
But in this case, they're saying, hey, you have no basis to be here.
A lot of people might be seeing this and thinking, oh, they just got in the country. They got something that says appear in court. They're not going to appear in court. Do you generally find that most of these people who get a summons to immigration court show up?
Yes, they do, particularly the ones that are coming now, because they get a notice to appear, but they're also being forced to report to ICE. So they give an address of where they're going to be, and within 30 to 60 days, they're having to call, they're having to show up, and they're showing up regularly. And they don't, for the most part, they don't understand that showing up to an ICE officer is not showing up to court. Over 60 to 70% of all immigrants actually do show up to court.
So that's pretty significant number there. But as far as what happens here, this is kind of an unprecedented situation for our country, correct?
Actually, no. In 1992, there was a large number of Haitians that were deported or expelled, very similar to what's going on now. Now, is it unprecedented? Sure. I mean, look what happened in Haiti over the weekend.
Right.
I'm sorry, over the past summer. You have an earthquake. You have a tropical storm that killed thousands. You have a president that was assassinated, and you have an announcement from the Biden administration that Haitians inside the United States are going to receive TPS, which a lot of people don't understand.
Right.
Temporary protected status is only for a certain period of time for those that are here right now.
Wow, so a lot happening there. Thank you for the history lesson and keeping us up to speed on what we need to know with the crisis at the border. Andres Mejer, thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Happy to be here.